Hello guys, welcome to Oliver the Mechanic, and today's episode we're gonna replace an alternator of a Toyota Prado. This one is a Toyota Prado, newer model. It's 2.8 and there's no timing belt already. It's a timing chain. So yeah, we're gonna replace the alternator of this one because the battery lights indicator is on inside the dash and there's some weird noise. Hopefully that noise is also the alternator bearing. Yeah, but the charging system of this one is not quite good. It's like below 10 when it's running. So yeah, definitely we're gonna replace an alternator. And by the way, that's the part number for our alternator. And yeah, it's quite straightforward. Remove the negative terminal of the battery, or I'm gonna remove this one, the whole battery, because it's quite hard to access that alternator. Maybe the alternator will go at the top. I'm not quite sure because this is my first time, but I can check it at the bottom. You cannot drop it at the bottom. So I'm thinking alternator will go up. So I'm gonna remove the battery, whole assembly, and some stuff here, hose, and the drive belt also. By the way, I will replace also the tensioner of this one, drive belt tensioner, because yeah, I'll show you later. The belt is not quite the pre-play of the belt is over already. It's quite loose. So I'll recommend also the customer that replace the drive belt tensioner and the drive belt itself. So yeah, I will do that one now. Remove the battery, remove some hose here, and hopefully we can access the alternator already. Okay, now we can see the alternator here at the bottom here. This one is already exposed, and yeah, we can remove the drive belt, and I'll cover this one first because this one is quite dangerous. I'll cover this one with rags because maybe I'll drop something there on the intake manifold. So I'll cover this one with rag, and I will remove the drive belt of this one so we can remove the alternator also. Let's look over here. There we go. I think I have some similar video for this one. It's a Hilux one, but same procedure. How to remove and replace the water pump. I'll put a link at the top here so you can see how to remove this drive belt, because that one is a detailed video also. You can see where's the direction for the tensioner to release. Yeah, just check out that video so you will see how to replace the drive belt and how to remove this one. Show you first why I'm gonna replace this drive belt, because you can see here the drive belt is quite loose already. So you can press it. I can press it easy. Put my lights here. Yep, you see here it's quite, yeah, the play is like more than 10 mil, so the tensioner is not quite good already. See that one, and the new one you cannot press this one, you cannot push this one more than 10 mil, but this one is easy. So yeah, that's how I check if still the tensioner is still okay, but this one is not quite good already. Yeah, it's quite loose already, so that's why I'm gonna replace that one also. Okay, to release the tension of this one, you're gonna pull the handle going towards me. Yeah, that's how you release the drive belt there, going to the left. Yeah, see it there, going to the left. That's how you release the drive belt there. Okay, I'm gonna release the drive belt now. It released the belt already here. Okay, I'm gonna remove this one now. There we go. And now you can see the alternator is already there. And now we're gonna remove the bolt for the alternator. It's quite, yeah. I'll show you how many bolts I remove it there later if I remove the alternator. There you go. Alternator already out. Okay guys, I already removed the alternator, and what I did is I removed this 2 bolt here. The bottom one is the longer one, and the top one I removed the 2, and I removed this one also, the connector here for the battery positive. It's 10 mil nut, 10 mil nut. And when I remove that 2, I wiggle it, and then if already moved this one, you can access already the connector here. It's quite hard to access this connector without removing the alternator first. Yep. If you remove that one, the connector here for the alternator, and the fun part is the bracket. There's a bracket like 10 mil bracket that sits here, I think. Where's that one? It sits I think here or here. It sits here. That one is freaking pain in the ass to remove. I'll show you here. It's still here. Still left it here. Yeah, that one. This one is quite hard to remove, that bracket, because it's holding at the bottom. And you're gonna remove the 10. I removed the 10 bolt here. You can remove this one, the bracket, but it's quite hard to access at the bottom. Yeah, so I removed the 10 bolt here. And yeah, you can remove this one. I know you can remove that one. It's only a clip there at the bottom, but it's quite hard for me. It's quite hard to do it, so I leave it there. Yeah, now it's easy because there's no alternator. I can remove this bracket now. I'll remove it. This is the one that's pain in the ass to remove, and it's lazy. Show you how I remove this one. So this one, I think you're gonna, because it's easy now because there's no alternator anymore, but freaking if there's an alternator here, it's quite hard. So I'm thinking this one is only pull. Yeah, pull. You're gonna pull that lever there and it will remove this one. This one is pain in the ass. Yeah, it's easy to remove because there's no alternator anymore, but if it lives here and you're gonna pull this plastic here going down, and you can remove this one. It's crazy. This is the hardest part. All I did is remove the 10 bolt here to remove this one, but now I'll remove this one. I'll put this one on the new alternator and install it. Yeah, so later it will just hook in there. Okay, this pain in the ass to remove. I think that's it for this video, guys. I just put it on the reverse order when you put back the new alternator. And yeah, that's how you do it. And see you in the next video, guys. If you like this video again, please press like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. And see you in the next video, guys. Oliver, signing out. Sa Diyos ang lahat ng kapurihan.